The thing that I hate about the enemy the most is that he is the ultimate bully and he's the ultimate manipulator, which means that the devil will feed you your idols, right? And then once he feeds you your idols, he'll shame you for eating them. he'll say
full belly.
Yeah, he'll say no, take this pride. This pride is going to make you feel more comfortable. This pride is going to make you feel safe. This pride is going to make you feel, it's going to protect you. And then once you eat it, once you eat the idol, he'll say, you're not a good person. You're not a good friend. You know what I'm saying? And so like he manipulates you and then he bullies you. But Jesus, he came to set us free, not from just death, but from the lies of the enemy that's trying to keep us away from God. And so I think that we just have to know what God has done on our behalf, and we have to know that the devil has been a liar from the beginning.
I'm gonna say one thing and then I'm gonna ask a question.
Yeah.
And the one thing is, I think to wrap this whole last 10 minutes up is, I think to recognize, that's why in Ephesians 6, in the armor of the spirit, or the armor of the spirit, like one of the defenses is the shield of faith.
Yes.
Like to have a shield means like I'm covering my body, but not my legs, not my head, because that's what a helmet is for. And leg, there's a different set of armor. But shield is covering my torso and my heart, the really sensitive parts that if someone puts an arrow through that, I'm dead. And so it's like to have the shield of faith. The Bible says that is by which we extinguish the flaming darts of the evil one.
Yeah.
And so it's like, if he's going to come for anything, it's going to be what you believe,
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I think with that, I wanted to say, now, how do we discern when what we are feeling, what we are hearing about God and even ourselves is coming from a demonic place? Because it sounds like we're talking to ourselves.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely. I think that we have to understand the shield of faith is not going to really work well if we don't have the helmet of salvation, right? Because the head, the mind, and the heart, the mind is always going to inform the heart. And so if we don't believe something about God, it's always going to affect our heart and how we move in and out in our life. And so I think that we have to consistently pray and ask God, reveal to me who you are and how that impacts my life. Allow your word to transform my mind, right? The Bible talks about being renewed by the transforming of our mind. It doesn't say heart, our mind. Because if our mind is convinced, it's going to affect our heart.
So how do we discern the voice of the evil one then?
Yeah, and so I think the way we discern the voice of the evil one is consistently reminding ourselves about what God has said about us in his word.
Give me an example.
All right, so I think an example is reminding ourselves that God says that we are made new in him. Reminding ourselves that God said we are righteous in him. That reminding ourselves that when God says that he is holy and in him we are holy. Reminding ourselves that we're not how we used to be, right? That he has made us new creatures in him. Reminding ourselves that we are new, right? And even when we fall, the Bible says that we have a throne of grace to come to with boldness that we might find mercy and our help in our time of need.